some questions here. Look at this question. What is harder in your class, teaching the lesson or managing the students for you? Which one is harder, teaching the lesson or managing the students? Yes?
It depends on the place you are teaching. If you are in the school, then managing the students will
I'm
be.
deeply sorry about interrupting you. According to our place here.
Here, it is harder to. It is harder teaching the lesson is harder.
Teaching the lesson.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they have come with one concept in their mind.
Who?
The students.
All right.
They have come with one concept. Now all the students that I have taught, they say, I've come here not to learn this book. I've not come to learn the grammar or to learn to do anything. I know all of these from my secondary school. I want to go from here and I can speak very fluently. Then when you teach the lesson, you feel that there is no any relation between the student is not paying attention to the lesson and they always do it. Even the same class, when I explain something and then I'm revising that one, I'm summing up, I feel that they haven't
Do you think that as a teacher, are we teaching students as they are taught outside? Like show them this is a vocabulary, this is a grammar,
No.
and just like that?
No, you shouldn't divide or make these divisions. We should go with the inner flow that they feel that they are practicing the language. Okay, I can say that this is noun and this is this and this is this through the examples just without these all discriminations.
Dividing,
Yeah, without all these things.
All right.
I can teach them vocabulary, I can teach them pronunciation, all these things. But the problem that I have faced here, and we are facing, when they come, say, we don't know these things. Why you are teaching us the book? One of them told me.
And what's your response to her?
My response was that whenever we learn a language, it is a second language, not your first language. The first language you acquire and learn from your father and mother. You say, Mama, Baba Jat. Mama, Baba, Mama Jat. You know this is a male and this is a female from what you have heard because everyone is saying it. For a different language, in an environment that is not practicing the language, it is difficult to make your conversations, your sentences, or to convey your message. You have to learn it from book because a book is a reference for you. You can go back to it anytime. You just highlight the things that are very important, and you can learn from them. And some of them, okay, and do it. But some of them don't accept
Okay, according to your answers, I thought that some students they got a problem with the book. Why you teach us the book and
yes.
A lot of mixed problems.
Yeah.
So it's normally easy for us to receive problems from the learners because the learners came here with what? With high
expectations.
Yeah, you are right, expectation. Or some students, they are intelligent to ask different questions in the same times. Because I came here, I'm not going just to see and have, mingling around the papers, asking me some questions. I don't like this way, by the way, because there are learning styles and also the learners, maybe they refuse these ways. Some learners, they need to gain the language like day and night, just like that. So it's normal to receive such questions, complaining, and more than that. But are we ready to answer them? Are we ready to solve their problems?
We have to.
Are we ready to convince them? Yeah, what about you? Thank you. What about you? Which one is difficult for you?
I think, like she said, teaching the lesson because of the expectation of the students.
Teaching the lesson.
Maybe.
Why is it difficult?
Like she said, because of the student expectation, I just want to read, I came here only to read, I came here only to write, not for all the skills.
They tell us.
What your role as a teacher inside the class?
I think to,
So such kind of this problem we don't face it there in our branch because we are going to direct students where we need. Okay, like I need them to read, let's read. I need them to speak, let's speak. So they are not going to say, I'm not going to read because I'm not coming here just to read or such kind of these things. So what's your role to control the students or the learners to do what you want as a teacher? What's your style? What's your strategies you are going to use inside the class?
I may pay attention to her need. Maybe I want to read, okay, I will specify 5 minutes for you to read, if you want to read. The other student might say, I want to listen more. I may specify 5 minutes for her. Simple like this, to arrange it.
To tackle all the problems in the
Yes,
class
So
according
that
to
they
them.
will like the class. They
All
will
all
feel
right.
more comfortable.
All right. Yes, I'm going to come to you. Yeah, what about you, Doctor?
I think it's very significant that the students should understand learning another language. It needs material, as Mr. Roya said.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not like your mother tongue. You can have it from your parents or from your mother. You need a material, and we must also make the students understand this. This is one of the best materials that we are using here in Saudi Arabia. They should know that. But the way that we teach this material, it should be a little bit different
From school.
from school, from
Universities.
to make the class more engaging, to make the class more attractive. We should not deal with the students like when we are at school or
Yeah,
universities.
yeah,
or
yeah.
That's
good.
right environment.
To be a little bit lively or lively and
Friendly.
friendly and
Even Oxford series can be taught at some universities, by the way. But
Yes.
it's different ways and strategies that use at university and here in our institute because the learners age itself affected to the strategies that I'm going just to use. Yes, you would like to say something?
Okay, the matter I talked about, it happens usually in the first class. It usually happens when they see the book, they say this one, okay? And when they are satisfied that we need the book in order to practice more, in order to have to read more, and this is the beginning step. And we can follow this and we can read different things, and then they sometimes change their mind. But the main thing that they have come here, that I'm going to the center because I want to speak English, I want to learn the language. This is the main concept, and that one affects or makes them say these things. This is it. She thinks or he thinks that in 1 month I will start speaking. That's impossible.
But we are not going to say that's impossible in front of them.
No, I'm not telling them. I know this thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because nothing impossible.
Yeah, and one of the students, she was so kind irritating, but I shouldn't show my feelings, okay? And I asked her some questions, okay? Me and her just. I told her, do you have a maid at your home? She said, yes. What nationality is she? She is Filipino. Okay, how long has she been with you? She said, more than 2 years. I said, can she speak Arabic? A little. So I said, your whole family speak Arabic the whole day. She is listening the whole day. She knows, even she in 2 years, she couldn't master the language. So
Very good
how
to
can you how can you master it in just 12 classes?
Yes.
and you are not
Excellent.
practicing it outside.
Excellent.
You are not practicing, you are not listening. Even her father is a PhD doctor, I think, in medical physics.
Yeah.
Okay? He has studied in Britain. I told her, practice the language of your father. الرجال يجي تعبان واكلمه كمان بالانجليزي فوقها.
That is normal, by the way, to find some answers
see,
like this.
So this is one example. Because they don't have the environment of practical language, so I always ask them, please, your mobile should be turned into English. Every device you have should be turned into English. Practice it. Even the person that is working with the baqala, the Bengali or the Indians, wallahi, they are highly educated, and because their mode of learning in their country is English.
Yes.
So when you go to buy a chocolate or something, talk to him in English. You say, Muhammad, أنا يبغى لبن. People are talking like this, even if they are Arabic.
Yes.
They are talking that broken Arabic. Instead of that, speak to him in English, and he will respond to you in that way, and you will learn. Wherever you go, even if you go to the mall, even if you go to buy your coffee or something, speak English. Okay, go to Haram. Stay there outside the Haram and look at people. Try to talk to the people, and you will learn the language.
Okay.
If you want the language. That's why I say that when they come here to find the British people who are talking in that way, and she thinks that in 12 classes she will master the language. That's why the first question, class is this one, that we don't need the books.
Right.
But of course,
Right.
you're not learning anything without books.
The nature of the human being refusing, even they go to doctor, they are going to say that something being inside, here. So when the doctor give him the good medicine, he's going to say, I'm not going just to use this before he start to use.
Yes.
So we need just to be patient, because our task is really hard. It's harder than teaching and conveying the message or managing the class.
Yes.
Even being a teacher is a hard and tough job, by the way.
Yes.
You need to be patient, you need to be closer to your students.
We should
And
understand.
the first, and as you mentioned before, the first lecture or the first lesson, you receive more questions
Quiz, yeah.
and quiz and such like this. So I would like just to say for you, there is something called first impressions.
Yes.
You have to give them strong first impression from the first time. Maybe the first impression can be like, hey, how are you doing, guys? You're new here. It's like making joke, acting. It's not like, hey, my name is Mr. Muhammad. I'm going just to teach you this
Not
level.
serious.
You are level 2. All right. What's your name? What's your name?
Yes, yes.
It's not like that. Maybe it depends on the atmosphere inside the class.
Yes.
So the first impression is really important. So I'm not going just to tell them about the book even. I'm going to say for them because they already had the information about the book. By the way, when they just came to register their names, they told them our book is Oxford, and this is the book, and this is the shape of the book. Go to which library? Jarir, and you can find the book there, or you can make a photocopy. They already had what information about the book. I'm going to ask them about the language itself.
Yes.
Why do you want to learn English? Is it difficult for you to learn English? Are we going to learn English in 1 month? Are we going to speak fluently in 3 months? Just ask them. Let them ask each other, and then get inside the book. And maybe your questions has something to do with the first lesson. If you start to show them this is our book, they may ask you about the author or the writer or such questions that you don't need them. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, just remembered a story of my first week working here,
Yeah.
and I was introducing myself to the students, and I let them stand up and introduce themselves to me. And one of the students, he just came in. That was his first day in our institute, and said, "My name is Abdullah. I am from Saudi Arabia, and you don't need to know anything about me." And the manager saw him and pulled him aside and said to him, "Why are you talking like this?" And he said, "Your teacher is slow. Why isn't he speaking a high level of English from day one? I'm expecting a lot, and I don't have time. I'm going to represent the government. I'm going to represent the country in international sport. So I need to learn English within the few months that I have here." So the manager took me and him and put us aside and said, "Saad, figure out how to deal with this guy." And I said to him, "What's your name? How are you? How are you doing?" And he said, "I need to represent the country, and I know my things, but in Arabic, and I need to learn how to describe the thing and the whole, be able to communicate within these short few months." I said to him, "Okay, do you think are you able to understand the whole book within a minute or a week, or just glance on this paper, and are you going to be able to catch all the information that are in here?" He said, "No." So I said, "So how are you going to expect to know a whole language that people revolutionize and spoke and change, and terms that comes and go within 2 or 3 months? It's kind of impossible." Just because Mr. said that nothing is impossible, maybe there's some revolutionized person that might be able to learn the language within a month.
Yeah, nothing.
And he said, "Okay, so how do you suggest for me to start?" I said, "Start writing." And he couldn't write very well. I said, "Okay, then trying to say a sentence, like a sentence in a present simple," and he couldn't do that. I said, "Okay, see, nothing is easy from the first day. You have to go through the growing pain and the process of learning in order for you to become a better version of who you are." And that guy, like, changed his behavior and his approach to gain information and learning the language, like completely, like different from the first day he came in here. So, and he sat with us for seven months, and he went to the international event and came back, and he was very proud of himself because he was able to convey and communicate in a way that he was proud, happy to do, yeah. And I was very glad to see that he changed his perspective when it comes to quick learning, because as people say, easy come, easy go. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's come for a special purpose.
Yes.
This happened with me. One of the students, she was doing her master's, and that was to be presented in the USA. Even though she spent 1.5 years there, but because when they teach even at the institute, they don't focus on grammar, especially in America.
In America,
They
yes.
don't focus in grammar. And she came, she said, "I have a couple, but because there is no practice, so I want to be prepared for my presentation." She had this one. I said, "Okay, never mind. I know, keep in mind that in America, they don't focus in grammar. But when you introduce your matter, whatever, with good grammar, you will get good grade. And you will leave a good impression on them." And what I did, I let her in each lesson to read, to explain me whatever you want. You have read this one? Okay, now I'm a student and you are a teacher. Excellent. Because she wanted a special thing, presentation, how to present, how to stand there, how to give the information. I said, "Okay, happy. She went from here and she was very happy because she got the chance to learn how to stand, how to represent, and how to speak and to be fluent and to practice the language she knew. So we have to, especially because they are coming to learn the language, we have to, they said, fill their thirst.
Yes.
Okay? And even if I'm not that good to do whatever she wants exactly, but even if she takes 25 or 30% of what she wants or he wants, then we are successful.
You're right. Definitely, you're right.
And
So-
set healthy expectations.
Yes, of
Yes.
course. Okay, they even this student who was in each class, she was very, I can't explain. But on the last day, I asked them, I always do the presentations, and I made her to come to the board and to represent her. She was very happy, very happy. She says, today I feel that I spoke English.
That's what we know. That's what we need to
Yes.
to do it every day to make
Yes, yes.
our students happy. And we are not here to challenge them.
No, no.
We are here to amaze them,
Yes.
to make them happy. That's it. Our answers convey who we are, because here we are as a family, as a friends.
Yes.
We are not dealing with the boundaries.
No, no.
So boundaries can sometimes not allowing students to ask or doing such kind of things. So we are just dealing with them as he said, friendly, because we are not using a formal way like universities. Teachers start to speak and the students just listen. No,
Yeah.
we are lecture. We are
We
just
have to encourage them.
encourage them,
We have
support
to-
them.
And we have to praise them for even a very little effort.
That's what we need, because learning a language, second language is, it's not an easy, by the way, but we need just to make it easy for them.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you very much. Let's go to number 2. What is the class management? So this, why is it important? This is a really important questions. We need just to know what is the class management, because some say class management is just to control the student.
No.
And this is not the class management. What is it? And why is it important?
I have the answer, but I don't want to burn my slides.
Yes?
Class management includes the students, the board, even the classroom itself and what posters it has, the arrangement of the seats, and the teacher itself. This all is included in the management. My standing, my tone, my words that I use, my attitude to the students, making them how to engage, even dividing them. Sometimes when students are sitting and I want to make the groups, weak students are sitting together and better students are sitting together. Or some relatives and friends are sitting together. No, I have to change. I have to make a variety in that group. If one is talking, the other is writing the points, the third is correcting, and the fourth is going to represent. Okay? All this is given. Even the posters that we hang on the walls, they play a role in the classroom management, because it may be encouraging or it may be depressing. The class can be, sorry to say, dead, or it can be alive according to whatever you have there. They are inspired with these things. Okay, teacher, what's this? Okay, how can I do it? Okay, what's the meaning of this one? This is also a way to make them more eager to know. So I think this is included in the management.
Yeah, you're right. You are totally right. Thank you.
You're
Yes, what about you?
That's a hard question. I cannot answer.
It's not hard. You can just participate, saying. Maybe class management. It's like managing chairs for the students how to sit, because sometimes students sit like this. I'm going just to make them stay on the board in front of them. it can be class management because there is no restricted rule to manage your
Setting up
class.
the class. You mean?
Yeah, setting up the class. It can be a part of the class management. So what about the time? You know, time. This is time of the lesson itself is a part of the class management because if you are not control your, timing the lesson, so you are going to lose most of the time inside the class, and you are not going to give the students something benefit for them. You need to fill any gap because students, they are going to control you if you are not control them. How can I control them? I'm not going to tie them. I'm going to fill the gaps by asking them using groups, activities. As the doctor said, there are a lot of activities. We have to manage those activities with a specific time. Divided the time like lesson plan. I have to have a lesson plan. So my lesson plan or lesson map, I have to divide the lesson. We have 2 hours here. We have to spend the 2 hours as happy as much as benefit for them. So if I just moving around the lesson, read, listen, do the exercise, so it can be boring for them every day. So I have to do something else new for them, come up with new ideas, use creativity while teaching the lesson, and let them think differently within the lesson, using the activities within the lesson and managing your class and the time. So to spend the 2 hours without feeling that it's boring from me, just get out of here. And the student say, bye bye teacher, it's too long, like
Finally, you are free.
yeah, it's not like that. We need just to spend the 2 hours and the 2 hours finished and we are not finished. So what about
For me, every each point, I use like the strategy called applying on paper, because I don't like to move from a point to another one without applying them, like making sure that they got the point. I can't just move on to all the points without making sure that they didn't get the meaning or.
how are you going to make sure that they are already grasp what you are?
See their answers. Each student would have a notebook every class. So after each point, I'm going to talk. Yes, now it's applying on paper. They're going to write about, for example, the grammar or the vocab that we discussed or anything. Then I would collect the papers, read, for example, Durr's answer, Danny's answer, and then discuss them on the board. So we won't feel like it's all explaining, and so on. No, we will interact with each other.
Do you think that managing my class is it important for me and for you and for all teachers, or it's not something important? We have to just to get in the class and then finish the class.
No, it is important.
Why do you think is it important?
So we would.
Because sometimes you can find students when they come inside the class, they sit like this, but there is no any noisy. All the students are motivated, and even they are some students they are not asleep at home. They come and sleep in the class, inside the class. So I'm not going just to control them. I'm just going to do my lesson as it is and forget them. Do you think is it important to control the whole class, even the walls? I'm coming to you. I'm going to come to you. Yes?
Maybe. That's a good question.
Can you describe what are you doing inside the class?
Inside the class, no one is sleeping.
From the first
No one
time.
is sleeping.
No one is sleeping?
No one is
Allah, in
sleeping.
my class, there are
No.
3 students.
In my
They are
class, no
start
one
when
is-
they get inside the class, they start to sleep.
No one
Doing
is
like this.
No one is sleeping in my class because every 5 minutes I have to make sure that, for example, Dani is with me. Tamara is here, Tamara is listening, Dora got the point. Each student would make.
So that means you are going to call the
Yes.
students according to their names. This is fantastic, by the way. When you mention students' name,
For
it
example,
makes
the
sense
last
inside the class. Yes.
The last class Tamara made a mistake, for example, and simply I would ask her again, you made this mistake in the last class. Can you correct the mistake? And she's going to correct this mistake. And there's also, yes, after 5 minutes, after each 5 minutes, I must interact with my student, so that I would make them feel like it's not class, it's not like we're not only here to read or to write on the board. No, we need to interact with each other, to exchange knowledge, and so on. That's it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's great. We are not going just to say for them. We need just to interact with each other. We have to practice interaction with them, and they are going to understand that we are interacting with each other. What you are doing is really fantastic. I'm fantastic. Is it fantastic? Yes. What would you like to say?
Regarding the time management is very important to avoid the disconnection of the thoughts in the class. Okay?
All right.
Keep them always busy, even if the lesson is not that lengthy. Try to give them any activity, even if it is not related to the lesson, but it may be enrich their vocabulary, make them talk, or if we talk about the current affairs, something that we have to discuss, we have to talk. They are all not related, but it's a chance to speak. This is for time. For example, regarding the sleepiness or the laziness in the class, it happens with me sometimes. So what I do, without letting them feel, I say, okay girls, let's refresh a little. Okay, take a deep breathe, and I take that breath and let them do it. Okay, now we are going to stand up. Okay, move your hands, move your legs, do like this, and they are refreshed, and we sit again. Okay, we are going to continue our lesson.
Yeah, without embarrassing the one
Yeah,
who is sleeping, because we don't know what's the problem exactly.
Yes.
Says maybe he's working day
Yeah.
and night. Maybe there are a lot of things we have to consider in our.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Because
think also giving the students time to like 5 minutes or maximum 10 minutes in between, because 2 hours I think is so long for students who are under 15 years old. They are not accustomed to have such time in the schools.
Not only for young people,
Even for
us. And we've been now sitting for 2 hours, especially those two. We're sitting for 2 hours, and none of us mentioned a break. And this is one of the mistakes teachers
And
make.
we
Yes.
are waiting since 2 o'clock.
Yes,
We were sitting here since 2 o'clock.
and they were waiting for since 2 o'clock. Now they've been waiting now for 4 hours without a break, and none of us said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a break. Then we come fresh after 10 minutes and things like that.
Okay, but Dr. Muhammad, there is some good point
Yeah.
that we are enjoying.
Yes.
yeah, we have
Okay,
to. We
that
have to.
session is interesting.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Though students or participants need to take a break, maybe just to go to the loo, for example, have something to drink. They want to walk and just refresh the blood circulation and things like that. Sitting for 2 hours, it's not
But
good.
sometimes the class goes on in a rhythm
Yeah.
that we don't even feel that we are
Sometimes. But
according to the
As
nature of the lesson.
teachers, but students feel the time. You as an enthusiast, as a teacher, and you want to deliver everything, and you feel that, oh, my students are participating with me. Yeah, but consider a couple of students who are a little bit shy, like Mr. Saad. Now he wants to do something else, but still no break.
yeah.
Because he has something. But I feel that sometimes my students tell me,
Yeah.
we finished? Really?
Those are clever students.
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, even though I don't want to stay there,
Yes.
but they do it.
That's
Okay,
right.
because if they are interested in something, even
Yeah.
if her mother is engaged in anything,
Yes.
she doesn't think about her dress or all that. Listen, because she is interested. So the
That's right.
interest
Yeah.
may fill up the gap or any something that is not convenient.
That's
Okay, anyhow, class management refers to the strategies and the techniques that the teachers use inside the class to make creative and positive environment for learning. So it's very important and essential for teachers to control their manage their classes
Yeah.
in a creative way or creative ways. So these are the things that we already make discussion about them, like organizing time, space, materials, students.
Yeah.
It really makes sense to organize those things. There are a lot, but I just focus on the four things like when you come to the time, you have to plan strategies for the lesson from the warm-up up to finish the lesson. You have to know what are you going to do. If not, that means you're going to get bored and the students, they are going to be tofshanin. So you have to, this is very important because some teachers from the, from their bed to inside the class, they are not preparing. So if you're not prepared, maybe you're going to face a lot of obstacles or problems. Organizing materials, it's also you have to come up with new things that is not exist in your book, relative from the YouTube, from the different places to support what you are teaching for the students, to make it so far clear for them. About the space, it is important to control the space between the students. I'm moving around, even yourself as a teacher, we need just not to stay nearby the TV or screen or the board or in our chair. We have to move around the class to make such a relationship inside the class between the students and mention their names. It really makes them happy. By the way, when you say Muhammad, Mustafa, Ali, you, it makes them happy that the teacher care enough about them and build the relationship or make engagement between the students. Also organizing the students, to organize the students the way that they are going to sit and when they are answering, because sometimes you can find all the students, they are raising their hands up. So you have to divide, to distribute the chance for them according to the way that you see that is right. And when you are going to start to work with, weak students, the high level students, they are going to be tofshanin. So you have to manage this also, controlling between the high and low level of students. And organizing students and working with the students also, it comes to the point when you make connection with them, like let them make grouping, how they are going to choose a group and control their group. Because when I say make a group, some students, they are going to start to make a group like this. When you take a student from here and put it here, he's going to be angry. I'm not going just to stay with them. Let me stay here, teacher. This also make conflict, by the way. So you have to know how to divide them. Okay. Let's go to student engagement. So we already talked about control and then engagement. What do you think about this? What is a student engagement? Yes?
To involve them in all the tasks that we are doing in the class.
How are you going to involve them?
Sometimes, maybe I give them the little teacher role. You are teacher because they have studied that thing before or they have the information about it. Sometimes I can make her the translation of the class. For example, if there is a group, one of you is going to represent the group, okay? And sometimes it depends on the lesson, it depends on the activities that you are going to do there. This is the way I think that we can engage. Some students are very good at directing the others, at doing arrangements, and especially if there is a presentation for something. Okay, this is our topic, and these are the girls. This one is good at drawing. This one is good at this thing, or that one is. So everyone should take her part. Even in the class, if you are having a role play or a dialogue, okay, take part.
Okay, do you think that as a teacher, I just start my lesson, hey, how are you doing, students? Are you okay today? Yes, we are okay.
Yes, yes.
Today I'm going just to talk about students' engagement. Do you think that teachers should engage the students all the time during the lesson or in a specific time? Because some teachers start to just talk about the lesson, just like eye contact with the students and start explaining.
No,
And in specific places or a specific time, they are going to engage the students. Hey, can you just make a conversation with each other? But other students, other teachers, they are going to start to engage students from the first time. What do I mean by the first time? From the title of the lesson. They are going just to ask the questions, make a role play, conversation. What do you think? Is it good to engage the students from the first time or in a specific time?
from the beginning, even if you start by asking them the date, asking them the day, okay, what's the spelling of this day? Okay, now this is unit 6. Okay, what's the title? Okay, this is the title. Can you explain it? Can you talk about it? It depends. Okay, what are the contents of the lesson that are mentioned there? Okay, there is present simple. Oh, I think that you've learned something about present simple in level 2.
Okay, according to engagement, do you think she's right about what she said?
Totally, 100%.
Are you agree with her?
Yes,
Why?
because if I'm the only person who's talking in the class, you might feel bored. You have to read the title, subtitles. You have to tell me what day is it today. How was the weather today? The first 5 minutes only for the girls to talk, and then I'm going to explain the unit, everything. If we have a question that requires 2 students or 3 students like working as a group, I'm going to make them engage with each other. The rest of the class, I don't see that we need to engage them together because it's gonna make the students noisy all the time. Because
Noisy.
yeah, going to make a lot of noise, and then
Yeah.
because they are connecting all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's enough to have like the first of the class, the middle, and at the end. That's it.
Okay, that's great. Do you think this picture shows the engagement?
Yes.
This picture, because I just brought this picture to show engagement.
Whether it's with 2 people, a group of people, yes, it shows engagement.
Shows engagement. So inside the class, we have to be like this, and working inside. Some students writing, some students listening, and doing activities from the first of the lesson up to finish. We have to engage, because if we are not engaged, that means we are not going to be more focused about what the teacher said. Sometimes, teachers talk more than students, and this is sometimes not good for the students themselves, because when you come to the idea of practice, you have to let them just speak more and just control them or support them, push them. Let them speak to each other, individual, to teacher, to S or C what? Students to students or
TTT or
teachers.
STT, yes.
Yeah, very good. What do you think, doctor, about this engagement, according to your
Okay, there are a lot of ways of engagement as the teachers mentioned here. Sometimes it could be according to the lesson itself. So it depends the way that we make the students engaged. For example, you mentioned something about the girl that she said in the first level. Why do I have this, or I have been taught from the book? If we have a look on Unit 1, for example, in Unit 1, what does Unit 1 speak about? For me as a teacher, Unit 1 in the first book, what does it speak about? It speaks about introduction.
Yeah.
Yes, so in order to make the students feel that he understands something, and this way of teaching is completely different from what we have in schools and colleges or universities. The students must go out of the class after the lesson finishes. He should know how to introduce himself to the other people, and how to start his day, and what to say at the end when you are leaving from your friends. All these ideas are in Unit 1. So after the students make practice for this, I don't think the students can say such words like, why do I learn something from the book? I should make the students